My career as a lawyer was certainly not a streamlined one. See, I started off very much as a grassroots activist and then obviously law student. I wanted to fight against deportation, support victims of sexual violence, basically work in human rights, in criminal law, try to be one of those rebellious lawyers working to use the law for justice, really. So, and that then led me obviously to take on a very diverse range of human rights cases. The first big criminal law cases came very quickly, and I suppose that was partly the result of feeling strongly, being very passionate about what I'm doing, and therefore also developing the persistence to struggle through difficult cases and come up with creative solutions. I can now look back at more than a decade of experience where I had increasingly high-profile human rights and criminal law cases. So to become a list counsel, for example, at the International Criminal Court, means you've got to have a minimum of 10 years of experience in a different context first. And so, this was a very good grounding for that. That then basically brought me to the position where I'm at the moment, teaching, educating young people here at the University of Glasgow, teaching law to the next generation of hopefully rebellious lawyers, and also being lucky to have the time to research in depth those issues. Ongoing gender discrimination that is sometimes very difficult to pinpoint at first because it isn't the very open, blunt discrimination, but being called a young lady or a young girl by professional male colleagues of yours or even judges is behavior that is belittling, and that is ultimately discrimination. And yes, it takes the courage to actually call them out on those forms of behaviors, because actually very often it isn't deliberate. It's just a behavior that was socially accepted for too long. Don't shy away from actually naming it what it is, discrimination, because that then is ultimately the way to change behavior. It was very important that I always opted to work or to really ensure that I've got good support networks among colleagues, and that I am someone who tries myself to be very much a supportive lawyer and colleague to others. The International Criminal Court is one of the very few courts that has actually quite a good record in terms of gender equality. So the last period at the ICC, the whole senior leadership team was female, a female president of the court, a female chief prosecutor, and a female registrar. The challenge there is that those coming in from other areas of law, from criminal law in particular, or human rights law, need to show the diversity. There are vast numbers of fantastic women out there who could be more challenging in what they're doing. But really, this is all about a general cultural problem that we still need to work on.